Step inside this bedroom and you'll find mounds of crumpled paper, discarded wrappers, and broken toys stacked high against the walls. As the piles grow, navigating the room becomes nearly impossible. Simple daily routines break down entirely, turning what should be a peaceful bedtime into an agonizing, hours-long conflict for the family. Faced with this escalating chaos, a parent's intuition is to take immediate control. They grab a large black trash bag and they start a surprise purge to clear the room themselves. The adult's goal is strictly logical: restore a safe, livable space. But from the child's perspective, watching those items disappear is terrifying. To them, every single scrap holds intense value and feels absolutely essential to their survival. Approaching this extreme clutter as a standard disciplinary issue misses the mark. Punishing the child for the mess actually sets up a much deeper psychological crisis. When a child exhibits extreme saving behaviors, forcing a clean-out is the absolute worst intervention an adult can attempt. Taking their possessions triggers an immediate panic. It validates their worst anxieties, deepens their fear of loss, and often drives them to hide items in secret moving forward. This resistance is not defiance or laziness. It is a severe, invisible psychological condition requiring highly specialized understanding and care from trained professionals. Getting the physical space clear means putting down the trash bags. Adults have to pause the blunt force cleanup efforts and address the invisible panic driving the accumulation in the first place. There is a sharp dividing line between a child who loves to collect things and one experiencing clinical pediatric hoarding. Collecting is a joy-driven activity. A child carefully curates their favorite items, organizes them, and shows them off with pride. Hoarding operates in reverse. It is an overwhelming, panic-driven response triggered by the mere thought of throwing absolutely anything in the trash. Underneath the surface-level behavior of hoarding, we consistently find heavy psychological drivers like intense anxiety, obsessive-compulsive disorder, or ADHD. The massive piles of physical objects are merely a symptom, indicating an internal inability to tolerate psychological distress, masking the intense weight of these underlying conditions. Recognizing this behavior as a symptom of severe anxiety redirects how we respond. The situation no longer calls for punishment. It demands immense patience. The clinical solution requires a licensed professional delivering patient, skills-based therapy. Rather than doing the work for them, a therapist actively teaches the child how to systematically sort through objects and practice making clear decisions about what stays and what goes. This process involves working directly with the entire family unit. Everyone learns how to support the child, slowly building up their distress tolerance over time. Recovery cannot be rushed into a single afternoon of cleaning. True progress means equipping both the child and their parents with the psychological tools they need to manage that anxiety over the long term. Delivering this kind of specialized care requires a systemic, culturally competent support network that bridges the gap between home life and the classroom. That is why MentalSpace School was built. It provides the necessary infrastructure for K-12 mental health support across the entire state of Georgia. For schools managing complex crises like pediatric hoarding, MentalSpace assigns dedicated, specialized therapy teams to every single campus. They provide same-day teletherapy and integrate family counseling right into the treatment plan. This flowchart shows the financial access pathways for families. MentalSpace accepts major private insurance providers like BCBS, Cigna, and Aetna, while offering care to Medicaid patients at zero cost to the family. MentalSpace School acts as a comprehensive ecosystem designed specifically to handle complex, invisible anxieties that traditional school discipline structures cannot process. For school districts, this infrastructure delivers critical institutional support, helping campuses efficiently meet the upcoming July 2026 HB 268 compliance deadline. This chart displays the measurable impact of the systemic intervention. 89% of participating students show improved attendance, 92% report reduced anxiety, and family satisfaction reaches 85%. The instinct to reach for a trash bag in frustration is common, but the actual solution is reaching out for professional diagnosis and sustained support. Healing pediatric hoarding starts with understanding the fear behind the clutter. Educators and parents can visit mentalspaceschool.com to build their support system today.